Hey Mia, we're going to look at some stuff to help you with your post-test today. And so we're going to first be talking about parallel lines cut by a transversal and the different angle relationships that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and draw two parallel lines. This one's not working. There we go. And they're going to be cut by this transversal here. So now we have a lot of different angle relationships, and I'm going to go through them. So this angle right here, let's just start here. The angle relationship that it has with this one, now I'm going to go through all of the ones that are congruent to this angle here. So let's say this angle is 70 degrees. It's congruent to this one here because they are across from each other. They meet at a point right here. They're across from each other. So this is also 70 degrees because these ones are vertical angles. So vertical angles are congruent. This is the symbol for congruent, an equal sign with a little squiggly on top. Now that we know that this one is 70, this angle has a relationship with this one down here, and these are called alternate interior. These are also congruent. So this one's going to be 70 degrees also. Now we know it's alternate interior. Alternate means different sides of the transversal. Here's our transversal that we're going to call T. So they're on opposite sides of the transversal, but both of these angles are between the two parallel lines, right? The 70 and the 70 here are both between this line and this line. So they're in between here, but different sides of the transversal. Okay, so now once again we know that this angle right here is vertical to this one because they meet at this point and they're across from each other. And we said already that vertical angles are congruent. Okay, now we know all these things that are the same. So this one is also 70. Okay, now if we looked at this angle and this angle, these have an angle relationship as well. These are called corresponding angles, and they are also congruent. So corresponding angles mean they're on the same side of the transversal, right? If the transversal is right here, they're on the right side. This is on the right and this is on the right. But one is inside the parallel lines, one is interior, and one is exterior. And they're in the same position as each other. And what I mean by that is this angle right here is above the parallel line and to the right of the transversal. And if I look up here, this angle is above this parallel line and to the right of the transversal. So the corresponding angles, we're going to say they have the same position. That's really important. Okay, they're in the same position. So now if we go ahead and do the other angles, I know that this angle here, I'm going to make this two lines, this angle here and this angle here, they create a straight line, right? If I go here and then here, I have now created this straight line. And so that's called a straight angle pair. And those add to be 180. They're called supplementary. And so if they add to be 180, then if I do 180 minus 70, I'm going to get what this angle is, which is 110. So this right here is 110 degrees. Now I can go ahead and fill in the rest of the angles. 110, this angle is above the parallel line and to the left of the transversal. So if I come down here and find the angle that's above the parallel line to the left of the transversal, that gives me this angle right here. And I know that that's corresponding, they're in the same position, so they're congruent. So this one also has to be 110 degrees. Now, I can find the alternate interior angle of this one because I know that that's also going to be congruent. Alternate interior, remember, means alternate is opposite side of the transversal. So I was on the left, now I need to be on the right of the transversal, but they're still between the parallel lines. So this one's between, and this one up here is also between. So this is going to be 110 degrees too, which makes sense because this is also vertical angles with this one. And now I can do a vertical angle right here to find out that this one is also 110 degrees because it's vertical with this 110 degrees. Okay, so you'll want to copy this down. And then I'm going to go ahead and make one more where we're going to have two sets of parallel lines here and there. Now there's a lot of stuff going on here. So let's say I make this 100 degrees. Okay, I can fill in the whole rest of this thing knowing that this is 100 degrees because there's two sets of parallel lines. So sometimes a line is going to be considered our parallel line that we're using, and another time it's going to be the transversal. So 100 degrees here means that this is 100 degrees because they're vertical. And now I can find the alternate interior angle to this, which is going to be right here because they are on the opposite side of the transversal. Right now, this is my transversal, and these are my parallel lines I'm working with. So this is opposite the transversal, but between the parallel lines, so this is also 100, and this one's vertical, so this is 100. Now I could do a corresponding angle to this one, which would be down here, because this angle is below this parallel line to the right of the transversal. This one's below the parallel line to the right of the transversal also. So now we're talking about these two parallel lines and this transversal. Once again, I can do a vertical angle here, say that this is 100 because they cross here. 100 means this is 100 because it's alternate interior, and then 100 right here because of vertical, which makes sense. It's alternate interior with this one. It's also corresponding with that one, okay? So there's a lot we can do. Now, if I know that this creates a straight line, and then they have to equal 180 degrees, 180 minus 100 is 80. So if this one is 80, then this is alternate interior, this is vertical, this one down here is corresponding, this is vertical, this is alternate interior with that one, and this is vertical. And then it's corresponding to this one, and it's also vertical to that one, okay? Hopefully that makes sense.